Friday morning, San Marcos. It's March 25th, 2011. I'm Christina Ochoa.
And I'm Kelsey Kearns.
We hope you had a great break, and we have a lot in store for today's show. But speaking about breaks, let me just say this. Getting back into the groove of school was so hard after a nice break. What did you think?
Very true, very true. I went to Florida for spring break.
And yeah, because you weren't here the last episode that we filmed right before.
Right, I was in Florida, and we were, waking up late, staying out late, having fun all day on the beach. So obviously that's a big difference whenever you get back to school and have to go to class.
Did you go by yourself or with?
No, I went with a group of 12 girls.
Whoa.
We stayed in hotel rooms like right next to each other, right on the beach. So it was really fun, but I was so worn out after.
You know, I really didn't have that fun of a break. I just went home and I saw family. And
it's good to go home and see your family too.
For the first time, I went to Padre. That was an experience. I will say that.
I heard it was absolutely crazy.
It was the biggest, I guess, crowd that they ever had in years. There was so many people there, and there were so many Texas State flags. It was crazy. I only went for the day, though. I'm not really into that. So I just wanted to go check it out, and I went with a couple of my friends from high school. And then all of a sudden, I just went back home, you know, and did the family thing and came back.
You said there were flags?
Yes.
What is the deal? I didn't know this until I went to spring break, but in Florida, they had like the flags up and you like walk to the flags. I didn't know the flags were such a big deal.
To the university or
we had a Texas State one. There were like UT ones.
Really?
There's even like frat flags that they have up and everything. I didn't know that that's what you did, that you put up a flag and people just came to you.
Well, I think the flags kind of mean that's where you station, I'm guessing.
I mean, it's a really good idea. I just had no idea.
Yeah, and you were talking about how you've been sick.
Right. Luckily I wasn't sick over spring break. I had like that whole week off of being sick, but before I had bronchitis and I got back to school and now I have like a super bad cold and I don't know. I probably got run down from spring break.
Well, the transitions of the weather have been up and down. I know we were going to have, it's been in the high 80s recently. And a couple of weeks ago it was back in the 60s. And it's just been, spring allergies are probably really bad.
I went to the health clinic and they said the allergies, it's terrible right now.
Really? Well, have you seen the latest destruction on campus?
I have actually. If you're talking about Falls Hall,
yes,
being demolished, yes. Well, right before spring break, University President Dr. Trouth, as well as members of the Student Affairs and members of Housing and Residence Life, had a ceremony celebrating the legacy of Falls Hall. Falls Hall, it opened in 1966 and was an all-female dorm for upperclassmen. The residence hall was named for Elizabeth Falls, a Southwest Texas State Normal School faculty member who supervised classes for local children taught by aspiring teachers attending the college. Falls Hall has been home to many.
You know, that's so sad that it had to come down. I know when you turn the corner going into campus, that's the first thing you see along with stairs.
Right. It was imploded, right?
Yes. That's what Now, Amber was talking about how they left the piano there when they demolished. I thought they were supposed to take everything out.
It looked like there was still stuff in there because I saw like footage of it being
You did?
demolished.
Do they have footage on the website?
Bobcat Update.
Bobcat
story on
Update
it. Yeah, that's how I saw it.
Bobcat Update. Yeah, on Sunday I got back from break and I went to mass, and when I turned the corner, I was not expecting to see that. I kind of screamed. I was like,
sad.
oh my goodness, it is sad.
There's so many memories. I didn't even live in Falls, and I have memories in Falls.
Exactly. So. A friend of mine lived in Falls my freshman year, and I remember going to Falls and how it
I lived in Butler right across, so I was always in Falls, yeah.
Well, for those of you who don't know, Falls and Sterry have been chosen to be demolished for the building of the new upcoming performance arts building that will be completed in 2014. So look out for that, any future Bobcat students. Well, even though Texas State is demolishing buildings, there's still one thing for sure that won't be going away. The time to participate in Bobcat Build is almost here, and for those of you who don't know what Bobcat Build is, well, you're just in luck because later in the show we have Jose Lopez who will be explaining everything there is to know about this event. So after our little spiel, we'll have him come into the studio. So I'm looking forward to that.
Now, on a more serious matter, during the break, Japan suffered a major catastrophe. A powerful earthquake and tsunami hit and destroyed the area. Everyone that was affected needs your help. After this short message, we will have Maru in the studio. She is organizing fundraising efforts for people that were affected in Japan here at Texas State, so stay tuned.